Hello world, here I am making another video, another gun video. Ooh, guns and guns. Everybody loves guns, eye candy everywhere. Just guns. Just make sure you show your gun when you're making the video, so when people can see the little thumbnail, when they're scrolling down, they see the thumbnail, they see the gun in it, they automatically click on it, and you get thousands and thousands and thousands of views because you got your gun in your hand. Woo! So here I am making another gun video. I'm being silly, I know. This video is about my one gun, and I was thinking, the reason why I'm making this video because I saw other videos that people know a lot more about guns than I do. They're depicting. Let me rephrase that. They're telling everybody what their one gun is, and for the most part, a lot of them are picking the 1022, Ruger 1022. It's a 22 long rifle, not necessarily a Ruger 1022, but any kind of a 22 long rifle. And the reasons are many, but what's the common denominators is that you can use them for hunting and you can use them for self-defense. And it's true, you can use them for self-defense. Nobody wants to get shot with a 22. Nobody wants to be shot with a BB. Nobody wants to be shot with a paperclip. Nobody wants to be shot with a scuzzball. None of that stuff. Nobody wants to be shot with one of those cocktail toothpicks, down the barrel of a BB gun. Because I used to do that to my brothers, to shoot them in the ass with cocktail toothpicks. Fun for the whole family. Well, not the whole family. Not my brother. It was fun for me, though. Kids, don't try that at home. But no, get back to the thing. So, yeah, you can hunt with it for small game. You can hunt with it for large game if you had to. Your back was up against the wall and you had to shoot a deer with it. It's the only thing that was around. You can shoot a 22 at a deer and dispatch a deer. I was thinking about this documentary on the History Channel, and it was Life Without People, or something similar. And it was depicting life without people. People just suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. Just gone. What would happen to the towns, the cities, the infrastructure? That type of scenario. So let's say there was a pandemic where it could cause worldwide mega death and billions of people died. Everybody's just gone. What would happen to the cities? Well, they showed it in a time frame, in a timeline. After a few months, this would happen. After a couple of years, this would happen. After a couple of decades, this is what the place would look like. And we're showing how the earth reclaimed the cities and the neighborhoods. The vines grew right over the streets. Dirt settled down onto the roads and was able to support a population of grass, a big amount of grass. Vines growing up the buildings. There's no people there to paint the buildings and to keep the grass mowed, so everything just kind of took over. Just as if you drove down through your neighborhood right now, and you saw vacant homes that were vacant for any period of time, you would see that the earth is reclaiming that land. The house is probably covered in vines. The grass is overgrown. There's just tree limbs over the home. Some homes you can barely even see, and eventually the homes just kind of collapses. So now keep that in mind. Now there's an economic collapse or some kind of a shit hit the fan scenario. Everybody in the cities go running out into the woods, out into the country. Now the country folks aren't going to like that very much. It's people in the suburbs are going to go out. The country folks aren't going to like that very much either. And what would happen would be remember, there's no police around to speak of. There will be areas that are lawless, like Pakistani-Afghan border, where people just kind of they clan, they make tribes, and there'll be tribal feuds, and with those tribal feuds, there'll be a lot of death and disease and everything else that goes along with tribal areas of, say, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all these third world countries that just don't have the money to support a police force to police the entire country, like we have right here in America. There's really no place in America we can go where not being policed, virtually. But you go along some borders of, say, like some areas in Mexico that are just run by the drug cartels. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what we're facing. So people saw it going out in those directions, okay? But no, people are going to go out from the cities. They're all going to trek out there because that's where the animals are. They're going to try to hunt the animals, and the animals are all going to disappear. through tribal warfare and starvation and disease, the population of people are going to start to dwindle. I'm not going to say it's going to be a mega death thing, but it'll be a lot less people. While this shit hit the fan scenario is happening, and let's say just for a minute now, it drags on for decades. It's not just a 2-year thing like it happened in Argentina, where shit hit the fan, the economic collapse, things got bad for everybody, and then slowly they got their shit together. Let's say it's going to travel on for decades. And you're fighting, not really say fighting for your life, but you're going back to, say, a couple hundred years where it was there was just towns of one lawman, and everybody just kind of, supported the sheriff type of thing. It's kind of like tribal scenarios. After the earth is starting to reclaim the cities, the animals will come back because there'll be less humans out there to shoot these animals. What I mean by the animals coming back, I'm not talking about so much food animals. You can't defend yourself against a charging bear with a .22 long rifle. If humans are coming after you, you aim the gun, you point it, you shoot it. They know that they're being shot. They know they better stop because I'm being killed over here, or I'm about to be killed. This guy's going to shoot me with that gun. Mountain lions, they don't have that in their head. They're charging after you because they're hungry, because you got too close to their babies or something. They're charging after you. That's what's in their head, is to kill you. And you're going to shoot it with this thing here. And although they might feel they're being peppered with .22 long rifle bullets, they're really going to put the connection that you're doing it and you're killing them and they're going to die. They're going to try to kill you. You cannot defend. You can't shoot enough rounds at these animals fast enough with this thing, or you can't put enough in them. That's going to stop them from charging if that's in their mindset. So, I don't think for a long term, should it's a fan scenario, I don't think that if I had to choose one gun, just one, I don't think this would be it. I respect other people's feelings on the subject. Again, I could be wrong, but I would not choose this as my one gun. What I will choose as my one gun would be the 12 gauge pump shotgun. It doesn't have to be all tacticaled out like this one. This would be the regular Mossberg 500, be a Remington 870 Express. It could be any one of those typical run-of-the-mill pump shotguns. Now, why I'm saying that is because you could put a multiple variety of loads could be shot out of this. You can shoot small game. You can shoot the largest of game. You shoot a bear with buckshot, you're stopping him. Might have to put 2 rounds in him. Might have to put 3 rounds in him. But he is stoppable with buckshot. He's stoppable with slugs. The proper loads, you can shoot small game with a 12 gauge shotgun. You can shoot birds with a 12 gauge shotgun. So you can do all the hunting. You can do all the self-defense. And any human who's looking down the barrel of a 12 gauge knows the next step is going to be gruesome. Nobody wants to be shot with a 12 gauge. So as far as defense measures go, this is the perfect defense gun. That is my opinion, not necessarily the opinion of everybody. I think the 12 gauge shotgun is my one gun. If I only was able to take one gun, if I only had the money to buy one gun, this would be it. Okay? Thanks for watching. Peace to you. Good luck. And remember, when the shit hits the fan, preppers will inherit the earth. Good luck to you.